Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name is Max, and I'm here with another Pauper League, and I'm going to be playing Jund Ph.D. again. I just ran this through a league. I had so much fun. The deck felt pretty strong, and I'm going to just run it again and see how it goes. If you haven't seen that last league, I go through a full deck tech. Again, this is the same 75 as the last league, so I'm not going to go through a deck tech here, but on my channel, youtube.com/snapbolt, there is a video titled Jund PhD. It'll be the video before this. Just came out yesterday. Full deck tech there if you want to see the deck tech. If you like my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. There's a link in the description to do that. You can ring the bell, see when my videos come out. I release a new video every single day. And throw a like on this video if you like some Jund Cascade. So, this is just a classic Jund mid-range deck, but we took out Llanowar Visionary and added this Learn Lesson package. Again, I'm not going through a full deck tech. I'm just going to jump right into some games, and let's just get right to it. Let's go game one. All right, welcome to round one with Jund PhD. We're against Ixidor 29. Drake to play first, yes. This hand is not very good, so I'm just going to snap keep it. I mean, this hand is bad, but we have cram session to go get environmental sciences, so we can get more lands that way. And I just don't like to mulligan that much in general, so I'm gonna keep. Oh, we're against Slivers. Okay. I remember this opponent. I think this opponent salted off last time when I played a bunch of snuff outs. I could be wrong, but we're gonna just cram session here. Could have been correct to Gruul Turf and then maybe Cannonade on the next turn, but I like just getting environmental sciences, gaining some life, just getting set up here. If they just play, I guess Gruul Turf might have been correct, because if they just play a Lord, I just get to Cannonade on 3. Who knows? Who knows? It's tough. It's hard to say. There's a Lord, so I wish I... Oh no, because yeah, this is a 2-3, so never mind, never mind. I'm totally incorrect with what I'm saying. So now I get to go environmental sciences, get a... I think I get Swamp, actually, and then I just play Thriving Grove named Black. That way next turn I can double cast down, and then I can set up a future Cannonade. Actually, there's... yeah. It's close. I think I'm just going to rely on the double cast down here. So let's just stick to the plan. So I'm going to take some damage next turn, but then I'm going to get to play 2 cast downs after that. And if I only need to play 1 cast down, I can play cast down plus Gruul Turf. Yeah, Winding Way. This is fine. They hit 3. They hit 3. Okay. One of them was a 2 Gem Hides and a Virulent Sliver. And that's certainly annoying, but if their plan is to just play double Gem Hide and I just get the Cannonade after this, it's going to be great. So I'm taking some poison. That's fine. There's a cram session. So let's just go cast on this right now to play around vines. And then play a Gruul Turf, bouncing a forest. And then this way, again, I set up for a nice Cannonade. And even if they play a Lord, I can cast down the Lord and Cannonade next turn. Right? 3, 4, 5 mana? Yeah. Okay. So as long as they don't double Lord here, nice. Oh, they could still double Lord. Okay, nice. Now I just get to wrap their board. So having the Cannonade was just massive. Absolutely massive. So let's go black. I'm just gonna wrath now before they get to untap and make a bunch of mana. Kill this. And then play Forest because they know about it, and play Cannonade. Feels pretty good. Just played Cram Session, got an Environmental Science, and then proceeded to play a million removal spells. Chainer's Edict, and we have a Cram Session. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana potentially. I don't hate just playing Wolf, playing Edict. Seems good. There's a Field Trip. That's a good draw too. So we know about both their Gem Hides. They're gone. Just keep taking them down on creatures. It's exactly what we want to do in this matchup, and now they're kind of just flooded. I mean, I can Dino or I can just Edict away their Sliver. I think I'm just gonna Edict. Just getting their Lord right now just seems like really important. And then I can just Dino next turn. It's like, yeah, I could have just Dinoed now, but again, getting the Lords off the table is really what you want to do, and I can guarantee do that here. So while Dino would have been a good play too, I think it was fine to do it the way I did it. Now I'll just Dino. I don't think I can lose from this point. This should be a really good matchup for us as well. Just get to bring in a Cannonade, and then we just have a ton of removal and good top end and just everything we need. A little bit of life gain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Just attack with both. Play a Packmate, see what I draw, and then maybe just play a Field Trip. Haven't decided yet. I guess I can go Field Trip and Cram Session here. Just get a Fractal Summoning, go land, Cram Session, get Intro to Annihilation, I suppose, just to be safe. And they're just super dead. There's no outs, basically. Winding Way, okay, that's a start, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. They just draw 2 cards. They're both 1-drops, and they concede. Nice. The Cannonade is really what did it there. That was like a 4 for 1. Just take out like a Thorn for a Cannonade and call it a day. Keep in all the removal, all the learn. These like mid-range matchups feel so good for this deck. I like Field Trip a lot, so such a cool card. Just it seems like it's like way overcosted, but I mean 3 mana Rampant Growth for a forest and then get to tutor one of these cards is so good. And like just the chance to get Environmental Science or Threat or Carless Exile Removal Spell, really strong. I'm loving it. Let's go game 2. All right. Game 2 against Slivers. We don't actually, the problem is with this hand, yes, we have ramp and we have a wolf and everything, but we don't actually have removal spells. And it's like the removal spells is really what we want. We want bolts, we want cast down, we want edicts. We don't have any of that. It's like, yes, we can ramp and play a Packmate, but that's not that good in this matchup. I'm gonna mulligan. Just try to find a different type of hand. Gotta go to 5. Can't keep a 1 forest. All right, well, keep this. Dino, you're gone. And maybe Cram Session, you're gone too, as weird as that is. I could keep Cram Session over Ornament. Because Cram Session, I can just get Environmental Sciences, which is like another land, just like Bonders is. I think I'm actually going to do that. It's really weird, but I like it. It's also cheaper. I get to gain life. Power of Cram Session, keep it over Bonders Ornament. Bonders also could be killed by a removal spell. Well, if I Cram Session for Environmental Science, it's pretty safe. Plus, I get to gain 6 while doing that. I like it. I get to go play Ash Barrens on 1, add mana, play Rot Farm on 2, cycle the Ash Barrens for Mountain, and just go from there. So this is looking good. Yes, I'm on 5, but at least I have interaction. Like with that first hand, I was just gonna get to go like Cram Session into Field Trip into Wolf, but then it's like, what if they just go 1-drop into Lord, and then I'm just like trying to Wolf on 4 after that? That's like way too slow. At least I can cast down a Lord and then Cannonade away their board here. It's like, yes, I'm on 5 cards, but I think that's much less important than just having the interaction. There's the 1-drop. Again, our draw is clunky here for sure, but the bounce hand is actually good on a 5-card hand. Okay, this is scary, but if they don't play a Lord next turn, it could be rough for them. This is the classic Ashburn strip trick. You float a mana, and then you bounce it with a bounce land, and then you use the mana that's floating to cycle itself. So Ashburns plus bounce line hands are really good. Okay, that's unfortunate. And there's the Lord too. I'm in trouble. I can kill the Lord here. So they only have 1 card left. So I just need to go cast down the Lord right now. Pass the turn. Next turn I can like, I guess I just need to hope to draw land. Oh god. Wow, they only hit 1 and it's a plated sliver. I can still win this game. Only getting hit for 3 here. Yes, they have a massive board, but it's not really doing much. And now I can just go Bog U plus Field Trip, get Environmental Sciences. Yeah, Cannonade's not doing much here either, but I think this is good. I'm taking 5 next turn, going to 6. Definitely going to need something else, but this isn't terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I can't cast Elemental Summoning yet. I think I just want Environmental Sciences. I can gain a lot of life between that and Cram Session, so I can just continue to develop my mana. If they just hit for 5, that's ideal. Nice, no Lord, perfect. They just run out another Gem Hide to go to 0 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just boarding party here, right? Start getting the boarding party train going into Thorn. That's risky, but I like it. Because if they just want to attack, take the Monarch, they have to lose 2 creatures here and just not attack. Yeah. I'm at 6, so I'm going to 2. This is sketchy. I might need to just play a bunch of gain life spells. Oh no. Okay, they hit this, so they can give creatures pro red. They have Virulent Sliver as well. So they can cast a Virulent Sliver, but then it might be tough for them to take the Monarch. Now it's hard to Wrath, but I can Cram Session and Environmental Science next turn. Okay. Oh, and they have flanking, so I can't kill 2 things. Thorn was such a bad hit. Wow. So I guess I want to kill the flanking sliver. And then they get the Monarch. Yep. Felt like I had to play Thorn. Could have gained life instead of playing Boarding Party, but it's tough to pass up that opportunity. Oh, and they gave that pro red as well. Duh. Drawing another Cannonade there would have been sick. At 5. I mean, I can gain a lot of life here. I guess, again, the problem is now that they have the Monarch. Let's just go Cram Session to start. I'm not even sure what I'm going to get yet. I just want to gain a bunch of life here. I mean, I can get Intro to Prophecy. I can Intro to Annihilation their Acolyte. Doesn't seem good. Can just get another Environmental Sciences, honestly. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I might as well just go cycle Ashburns. Guess I'm getting Swamp playing Wolf. I want to draw into another Cannonade here, but the problem is if they're attacking, okay, there's Cast Down. Yeah, so I'm trying to draw into another Cannonade, and then kill this and then double cannonade. But it's going to be tough here. I'm at 9. So I'm also in danger. Okay. Well, now am I just dead? I think I'm dead. If I hit like anything else other than Thorn, I would have been in such a better position. I guess hitting another candidate there would be awkward. The turn I played this, I probably should have played like cram session environmental sciences or something, gotten intro to prophecy, and then tried to set up a double cannonade. That was a tough line to see, but I think they're doing the math. I'm just not doing the math. I'll just see what they attack with. Math is for blockers, right? Okay, they don't attack with Crimson Acolyte. So the thing is their stuff has flanking. I'm at 9. And they're just gonna give whatever I block boarding party with pro red, and then I just get crushed. If I'm taking 6 here, I could just take 8 to keep my boarding party around. I don't think that's good. Does it matter how I block? I mean, this wolf's just going down as well. Okay. I guess all my creatures die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can't even go cast down plus double cannonade. I would need 1 more mana. So even if I top deck, oh, am I just dead to this? No. Not quite. I go to 7, and there's a cram session, does not do it. All right, they got me this time. I might have been able to win that one. Let's see what I would have boarding partied and do, just a field trip. Okay. That was also just a mulligan to 5, so that was decent for a mull to 5. Like, felt like we had a chance. I even boarded 1 thorn out just for that exact reason, but all right, let's go. I know they have the pro red creature, but I have 3 cast down for that. I have edicts. So they're not always going to have a bunch of mana up to give all their creatures pro red anyway. So let's just run it back. All right, game 3. We're on the play. I suppose I'll keep. This hand's not great. I at least have a cannonade. I can foretell a wolf on 2 potentially, or like play a tap or bounce land. So I have some options. Just leave mountain and then cycle this Ash Barrens. I could have played Bog as well. Maybe that was better. Let's cycle this. I think I'm actually just getting Forest to be safe. Kind of want to just play a Rot Farm here rather than foretell a wolf. Could that be correct? I feel like probably not, because I can foretell wolf and then cast it and play Rot Farm. I don't get the cannonade next turn, but I think that's okay. Let's just do this. Getting wolf down is decent. I get to draw a card. I get to get a 3/3 down. Are they just going to play a Lord? I'm going to be wishing I could have cannonaded. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. Just play a Masked Vandal, and we draw a cast down. Great draw. So now I get to go play wolf. Yes, this is a sliver, but whatever. And then play Rot Farm, bouncing Forest, go. So this draw is working out really well so far. Nice. I can just kill the Gemhide. And they play a Winding Way as well. So they got some value. They hit 2 cards. It's a Lord and a Crimson Acolyte. Okay, I want to save cast down for that. So I think what I like is actually just keeping them off a bunch of mana by playing Cannonade now, attack for 3. I could also just not attack. No, because this is going to be a 2/4. If I don't Cannonade now, they're going to play Crimson Acolyte. Then I'm going to have to cast down that. then I might be able to just cannonade away Lord plus multiple things. It's a little bit risky, but I actually like it. So I'm actually just going to attack and then play a tap land and then pass with cast down up for Acolyte. Oh no, oh that's Obsidian Acolyte. Oh my god. That was so close. I almost got wrecked. Well, I'm still not going to play Cannonade now because if they play Obsidian Acolyte, then that's fine. I can just Cannonade away their board. So let's just play a tap land and pass. Maybe attacking was incorrect now, knowing about Obsidian Acolyte. I just assumed this was the red Acolyte. Jeez. There's a plated sliver. Okay. Resolves. Now they're going to have mana for Obsidian Acolyte here. They play Obsidian Acolyte. Sure. So I can't let them play Lord here. I have to play Cannonade in response to Sinew Sliver. Because then their things go up to 3 toughness, and they're going to have white mana available to give this or their Lord pro black. So yeah, I just Cannonade in response to Lord here, and I should be good to go. Not great, but I still get to kill a lot of their creatures by doing this. And then I have boarding parties to follow up. So I'm assuming this is just going to be Lord here, yeah. And again, I need to Cannonade in response here because this is going to be 3 toughness and it's going to make all their stuff 3 toughness. So I Cannonade and then I take out these 3 creatures with 1 spell. That's pretty nice. And yes, they get their Lord down, but then now I can just cast down the Lord and then I'm in a good spot. I can get hit for 4. Maybe they don't even attack. Because I have this 3/3 just trying to start chunking them down. It's my Delver. So it worked out really well just leaving up the Cannonade that turn. I didn't notice this was Obsidian Acolyte at the last second. Alright, so we don't know any cards in their hand. They've already played a land and they're just attacking, which is smart. We just draw a land. So next turn I can boarding party. I think they know about this forest if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and then I'm going to cycle Ash Barrens and then just start jamming Party Train. Hold out Settlement. I feel like that card's not very good. Winding Way, how many do they hit? 2 or 3 or 2? But 2 Lords. So for hitting 2, that's good. They can deploy both Lords here, which is also good. If they just play a Lead the Stampede, geez. It's a lot of card advantage. And they hit 3 more. Okay, wow, their hand is just stocked. I can still win because I'm playing a boarding party hitting for 9 and then I have another boarding party. But yeah, that was not great for me, obviously. Just get Swamp here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I kill them with a Lightning Bolt? 9, 10, 11, 12? No. They're going to get to play a lot of Lords next turn. Edict was a fine draw. Yeah, getting another boarding party next turn is going to be good. Like, they can play 3 creatures here, but I get to play another boarding party there at 5. They have to block both boarding parties. Like, what's the worst they can do? Sidewinder plus double Lord? That's pretty good. But if I Cascade into a removal spell, they just get crushed. Like, they're just going to play another Lord here, I assume? Yeah. Okay. Well, if I hit a removal spell here, it's insane. I could just play a Dino. I think Boarding Party has higher upside, so I'm actually just going to do that. Boarding Party is a hell of a card. Haste is just so huge. I have a good chance to hit a removal spell here. Nice. Now they have to block both boarding parties. They're just going to sack Plated. And yes, they can trade for these boarding parties, but then they're still going down to 2. Oops, I don't want to F6. And I get 2 lords off the table, which is good news. Muscle and sinew gone. And then I just play land and still have edicts and a dino in hand. So they have 2 more lords plus a sidewinder. It's a lot of gas, but now also any bolt I draw is just game. And I have like edicts in the yard. I have dino in hand. Just looking good here. Okay, there's sidewinder, sinew that we don't know about, and muscle, and we draw bolt. Nice. Beat Slivers in round 1. Off to a good start. That was a good match. Close. Let's see what we would have dinoed into. Bonders. Sweet. See you in round 2. All right, welcome to round 2. We're against Hybrid 7. I don't think I've ever played this person before. I'm going to keep this hand. We have a cram session train going. We can get environmental sciences and get more lands. Thornwood Falls. Does that mean Tron? I don't think we can ever beat Tron, honestly. It's like just our worst matchup by far. We don't have any land destruction in the sideboard or anything. Island. It's probably not Tron. Guess I get Forest here. Could even foretell a pack mate, but I think getting environmental science makes it more likely to hit my land drops. I wonder if they're going to counter this cram session. They don't. Sciences pass. If I don't draw a land, I'm kind of priced into just like going sciences, play a land. AK. Okay, it's maybe I did play against Hybrid 7. Maybe this is blue-green mill with sideboard serpentine curves. It could be the case. Also not the best matchup for us considering we have so much removal in our deck. All right. Gain 6. What are you going to do? They're just not going to care at all because they win by mill. We can't really sideboard that much either. Jeez. This just seems like, I mean, you're going to have some atrocious matchups with Jund, especially with this version, so I'm expecting this to be mill. Maybe it's some other type of combo deck that I'm not expecting, but sure. I guess I'm just going field trip here. We haven't even drawn a land at all. We only found a land off sciences. We kept a 2-land hand, so pretty rough. I wonder if this is just going to get countered. I want to start getting threats, but I need to keep getting environmental sciences. I think. Yep. And I have to discard. I can just discard an edict, I suppose. Yeah, pretty rough draw here considering the matchup. We had no way to know this. Pieces of the puzzle. Yep. And it is blue-green mill. I mean, I could honestly just concede this game right now, but I'll try to play it out. Stream of Thought and Brainstorm into their hand. They discard multiple Moments Piece. Jeez. All right, let's go Environmental Sciences, get Swamp. Could have played a Thorn, but I don't think that's actually good. Let's just develop mana here. They probably have counterspell. They might not even counter this. This hand would be like, imagine this hand. I don't know if you've watched the last league yet. I don't know why you wouldn't have watched the last league before this one, but imagine this hand against Burn. We lost to Burn in the last round of the last league, but imagine this hand against Burn. It's just like incredible. Wow. I mean, this hand in this matchup is absolutely terrible. I don't know if we've drawn any lands. We went field trip, get a land, environmental science, get a land, environmental science, get a land, and we kept 2 lands, so we literally have not drawn a land. So brutal. I think they'll just probably counter this. Then I just cram session for a random threat. Okay, they just don't care about a 3/3, I guess. Gruul Thrift's actually a good draw. Let's play it. Bombs Forest. Play cram session. And I mean, I could get a fractal summoning to just make a huge fractal. I don't really know what that does. It might be more efficient just to get elemental summoning. But again, I don't think I can win this game regardless. They have 2 Moments Peace in the graveyard. They're just going to be able to mill me out and just control the game. Like, I can't really interact. So I'm just going to get fogged out of this game for sure. But the good news is we have to keep in some amount of removal because we can only bring in a couple cards. So it's actually pretty funny because if they bring in Snake, we're still going to have removal spells for it. So I do have to watch out for them bringing in Serpentine Curve, but I feel like this is the last matchup they would bring that in. We just have so much removal. Okay, Bolt is fine. Start by attacking. And I wonder if taking the Monarch is even that good. I think it is good because it draws me closer to just more threats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I actually like playing Elemental Summoning and then play Cram Session, getting another Elemental Summoning, and then leave up Lightning Bolt and just Lightning Bolt face, just to be mana efficient. They probably should just not care about a 4/4. We could also have another copy of Weather the Storm here. Maybe I get Fractal Summoning. Could also get Expanded Anatomy. Could also get Intro to Prophecy. I don't know if committing more to the board really matters at this point. I think I'll just get Intro to Prophecy, actually. I think that's the first time I've ever gotten it. I just want to draw into, I guess, boarding parties. Not really sure. I think that boarding party puts the most pressure, but we're just going so slow here. We're at 36 just from cram sessions and environmental sciences. I mean, it shows you the power of those cards, though, in other matchups. Not here, but it's just like I really don't want to play this game out, but I feel like I should. All right, let's Lightning Bolt them. I don't think they have any targets in the main for that, so I think it's fine to just fire it off. Let's lead on Intro to Prophecy here. Yeah, let's go top, attack, and then just play Wolf. And then play a tap land, and then draw Dino next turn. Moment's Peace. Okay, they have infinite fogs, like I was saying. They're gonna have all the time in the world, but might as well just keep drawing through my deck. And it's just so not fun playing these games, honestly, when it's like it's so over, but you feel like you should keep playing. Oh, whoops, they put, oh, they actually have actual fog. Wow. They put Brainstorm and Moment's Peace into their hand. I think so. So I think they have Brainstorm, Stream of Thought, Moment's Peace in hand. And they have triple Moment's Peace in the graveyard, so they can fog at least 4 more times. And they can start Stream of Thoughting their Moment's Peace back into their deck if they want. Cast down. I think I'm gonna just go Dino here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could hit a boarding party and put on more pressure. Not that they're just not gonna fog anyway. Just cast Edict so I don't draw it. Yes, it mills me one card, but I'd rather not draw it. Flashback Moments piece. You got it. I do want to represent lethal every attack if I can. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. So I do have lethal on board. So now they have to fog or weather every turn, which is pretty easy for them to do, I feel like. And I'm just sitting here with a bunch of removal spells and a thorn in my hand. Stream of Thought targeting me. See what they shuffle back in. It's hard to tell. They left both Moments piece in the yard. It's just hard to tell on Magic Online. I don't really concern myself too much with it though. Right, they're gonna just probably flash back a Moments piece or cast one from hand. I guess if I draw Bog, that would be good. Yeah, they're smartly flashing back the Moments piece before they cast the ones from hand. I still have 31 cards in library. Let's just go play Thorn. I can draw a card with Ornament here. I become the Monarch. And I just have 6. Draw a card. AK for 2. You got it. Draw another land. Sure. I honestly don't even know if drawing a card with Ornament is good. The only thing it's good against is Weather the Storm. I think I'm going to do it. Draw. Again, this could be wrong, but I guess I could have cycled as well. That I probably don't need. I probably do not need to cycle. All right, they're going to probably flashback Moments piece again. Okay, so they have 1 Moments piece left in their hand. They have 7 cards in hand. I guess I'll just draw now. It's a Packmate. Okay, I'll play it. And I have a Bolt Up, which doesn't really do anything. There's a Boarding Party, also doesn't really do anything. They Brainstorm. Sorry for the text. We have to discard, doesn't matter. Just show them that we have Cannonade, why not? Up on time by a couple minutes. Not sure if that's very relevant. Of course, we just had such a slow hand in this matchup, so that was kind of rough. Stream of Thought targeted me, not kicked. So they're probably gonna put in like Stream of Thought back into their deck, maybe pieces of the puzzle. Not pieces. Doesn't even tell you what they put back in. That's so whack, honestly. They probably have a million counterspells in their hand, I assume. Weather the Storm, gain a bunch of life. This is what I'm talking about. They're going to try to use that to not have to fog, but at least I have a Boarding Party here. 21 cards in library, so I am getting close to being milled out. There's a Field Trip. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go Boarding Party. I don't even know what I want to hit. Maybe a Field Trip. Cast down. Not going to cast it. And then just attack with everything. Looks good. Here's Moments Peace. Makes sense. And then I'll go Field Trip right now. I guess I'll just play a land first. They're at 24. I'll get a land. I wonder if I get Expanded Anatomy just because it's haste damage. I don't think I need Fractal Summoning, and I don't think I need Intro to Annihilation. I could just play this now, honestly. I don't know if it matters. Just less spells for weather for future turns. I draw down to 18. Now if they just Stream of Thought kicked, can they just kill me with that? They're getting pretty close. They can flashback Moment's Peace one more time. Pieces of the puzzle. They have Fog, Brainstorm, Weather the Storm. They put Fog and Brainstorm into their hand. Okay. Just basically trying to use less time at this point. Might as well just put more pressure. And I think I'm just going to, again, die to a Stream of Thought at some point here. Moment's Peace from the yard. So I think that's all 4 Moment's Peace gone. We know they have a Fog in hand, maybe multiples. So it's not going to take much. All right, what you got? They have 20 cards in library. I wonder if they're playing 4 copies of Stream of Thought or 3. They only have 1 in the graveyard right now. So they likely have another in hand. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 mana. So they can Stream of Thought only kicked twice, replicated twice. So they can mill for 12. So they can't kill me. They're 1 mana short. My calculations are correct. They replicate once. I guess they can just, if they have 2 copies in hand, they can just replicate, play it, replicate once, play it again, replicate once, and then that's lethal. Like I said, I did not think we were winning this game, but I felt like I needed to play it out, which does kind of suck. This is kind of like a dream matchup for them, I think. We have a cram session, sure. Now they have Fog in hand. Yep. Might as well just cast this. I don't know if it's good. Maybe play around Weather the Storm this way. I don't know. I guess I'm playing more spells for them to get more storm, but maybe they don't have the last Stream of Thought or something. Make a 12-12 go. Counter. Okay. They finally play a counter spell. They already played Fog this turn, so I guess I don't need to attack. I draw down to 5 cards. And they do play Weather the Storm. Maybe just if I didn't play a spell, it would have been better. Again, if they have Stream of Thought, I'm dead. They're at 39. I have 9, 13, 19, 20, 28, 36, 34. Damn, so not lethal. They probably have Fog anyway. Wasn't expecting the counterspell into Weather, but maybe I should have been thinking about that. Don't know if this matters. Draw. And I just have to hope they don't find a Stream of Thought, because they can just cast it and mill me out. I'm actually surprised like how close I got here. This is only going game 2. They've used a lot of time. Bog would have been good earlier as well. Just show them Bog. Just get their graveyard and attack. Are they just toying with me at this point? There's Fog. Okay. I guess I should have played Bog post-combat. I already played a land. F6. Frantic inventory, draw 1. Oh, so I have to win next turn because I have the Monarch. So I'm drawing a card per turn and then I would die on my end step to Monarch. Pieces of the puzzle, stream of thought. All right, I'll just let them cast it at this point. And then let's think about our sideboard. I guess I'm just bringing in Pyroblast, Pyroblast, taking out the Cannonades, taking out the Edicts. I can bring in like some of the bad lessons in the main. I think that's what I want to do. All right, let's go to sideboard here. This should be a pretty easy sideboard. Can take out the Cannonades. Can take out the Edicts. We can just leave the cast downs in case they somehow bring in Snake. I could also just bring in Gorilla Shaman as a 1-mana 1/1. Honestly, it's not that bad. I definitely want Elemental Summoning. I think I can bring Inkling Summoning into the main. I want to leave a good amount of stuff in the sideboard. Just bring in 1 Shaman as a 1-mana 1/1. I can also just, if they have relics, I can eat their relics, but that's so irrelevant. Doesn't matter at all. Why would they bring in relic? Could bring in an environmental science into the main. I think I would rather have this creature. I could even bring in a second shaman over one of the cast downs, but I like having these just in case they do have Snake. Let's try it like this. All right, pretty hilarious sideboard playing here against Blue Green Mill, and have to mulligan this 1-lander. I guess this is what we signed up for, right? I'm gonna keep this. Might even just put back a lightning bolt. We got lose here. Here, bud. All right, dude. You're gonna hang out? He's been napping. Let's keep this 6. Opponent keeps 7. Super lucky. I don't know if I even need this Bonders, but I'll just put back a Bolt. Yes, I can deal them 3 damage, but that's all Bolt really does. He's just like chilling. He's super tired. Desert go. Just F6. See if I can play well with the Lewin in my lap. Laying like all over my arm. All right, let's just play Rot Farm, Bounce Mountain, F6, and then F6 their turn. I'm in a field trip for a elemental here for the 4/4. If I draw an untapped land, I'll be able to cast it, but otherwise I can just like play out a couple Bonders. He's like all over me. See if you can see this. Okay. Let's go get Forest. Oh, I don't even have the right mana actually. I could also loot instead, but I think I'd rather get 4/4 here. Okay. Yeah, it does suck that I can't cast it. I do have to remember to play Gruul Turf next turn in order to play this on the turn after. They AK, draw 1. Got good boy lose here. All right, let's go. All I can do is play a Bonders. It's a pretty whack turn. See if they like negate that. They don't. So Gruul Turf. I can just bounce Forest, I guess. Just keep my mountain in play. Pass the turn. And then just start the boarding party train, I suppose. If I had played Gruul Turf over Rot Farm, I guess I could have played a 4/4 that turn. Interesting, interesting. So now I'm just gonna again start the train. It's gonna be so funny if I hit a lesson in the main deck here. Not quite. Still pretty funny though. Red Blast the boarding party. Okay. We get to Rampant Growth plus learn into a Fractal, I think. Could also get Expanded Anatomy here. Maybe that just puts more pressure on them. Because I can put it on one of my creatures and it's just like haste damage. I think I'm going to do it actually. And then play a Rot Farm, Bouncing Forest. Pass the turn. He's just like sitting here. His foot is on the mouse right now. Here, you go like this. He's getting hair all over the keyboard too. He's getting his fur everywhere. Here, you go like this. Here, you go this way. Okay. Okay. He might. He's trying to get comfortable. Okay. He might be good now. He's on my lap. Okay. Let's just go boarding party and maybe even just Expanded Anatomy the boarding party. I wasn't even paying attention to what they were doing because I was dealing with lose. There's Bolt, not bad. Vigilance, one time, nice. Attack for 8. They're gonna fog it. Just get cracked for 8. Let's go. I don't have Pyroblast up here, but I think that's fine, right? All right, let's just start by attacking. And then I can play Elemental Summoning and leave up Pyroblast. Play Moment's Peace. Okay, they got it. It wasn't even a lethal attack anyway, but I guess I do have Bolt. Now let's go 3, 4, 5, Elemental Summoning. Then I guess I can play Bonders as well. And then play land. Pass the turn. So it's looking good here. Again, he doesn't usually come sit like this, but check this out. He's just chilling. Nice. Okay. And of course, I'm not paying as close attention to this game as I could be, but what would you rather have? Lose here with us or me paying closer attention to this mill matchup? I guess I get Mountain, actually. I have plenty of black sources. I can't counter the fogs, really. Should I start by attacking and then Dino? No. 6, 7 mana, Dino into Pyroblast. No, I don't want to cast it. I suppose they could weather the storm here now because I cast a spell. Moment's Peace from hand. Where is our bog at? All right, well, I can still draw a card with Ornament end of turn. I also do have Pyroblast up. Writing inventory, draw 2. I might just want to counter this, honestly. I know they can draw more cards in the future, but maybe they're stuck. Could bolt them right now as well. Plays around weather. I like it. I don't think Bolt is doing anything. They're probably just going to have to leave up Moment's Peace here. Pieces of the puzzle. Get Brainstorm, and that's it? Oh, they got Brainstorm. All right, let's go draw. I suppose draw. Boarding party. Okay, can't cast that yet. Black. Attack with everything. I guess they have another Moment's Peace in hand, just a fog in hand. It's risky for them to play, like, so loosely like leaving the Moments piece in yard, especially they know about Bog. I guess they really did want to play pieces that turn. The time is getting close. They have 9 minutes on the clock, and this is game 2. Growth Chamber, Bounce Desert. They're at 9. I think I'm just going to crash with everything, not play Boarding Party first. Flashback Moments piece. Okay. Field Trip. Suppose I'm playing a Field Trip. Then just getting a Fractal Summoning. I could also just get Intro to Prophecy, look for Bog. I think I actually like that. Gorilla Shaman. Oh, that is funny. There's Dino. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's Dino. So they already fogged this turn. There's a Cram Session. Sure. Can get a Fractal Summoning this time, I suppose. And just Thriving. I guess I name Red this time. And pass the turn. They do have to keep fogging, but that's not that hard for them to do. The reason why I Pyroblasted that draw 2 earlier is, yeah, it seemed like they were kind of struggling to find resources, and I can't Pyroblast the fogs because they're green. So I just felt like it was a good opportunity to use that. Maybe nail it in like a piece of the puzzle with it might have been better, but it's tough to say. Dino? Wonder if I want to play anything pre-combat. I already just have so much power. I think it's better to just attack. They're going to Moments piece. And then I think I'll just max out a Fractal. Pretend like I have a Pyroblast. If they somehow run out of gas or can't find the win here, or I'm able to just use all their fogs up, I might be in a good position for game 3, especially time-wise. All right. Let's just first see how big this is. Probably shouldn't have, oops. I probably should have clicked on the card first so I don't have to click all these mana symbols here, but it is what it is. Again, I'm just going to play around, like, have a fake Pyroblast up here. I don't think it matters if I make a 13 or a 14 here. So you're not the only one that can just make a massive snake. Counterspell, just let it resolve. Pass the turn. It's not like that even really does anything. Do they have more Moments piece in the yard? No. Piece of the puzzle. They hit a fog. Let's see if they take the fog. He's out. I think my girlfriend might be home. All right. Let's just untap. A Moments piece. What'd they take with the they put Frantic Inventory and Stream of Thought into their hand. That's not great for me. Guess I'm just gonna Dino here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dino. I could Boarding Party here as well. Might as well just actually draw cards with ornaments. Looking for Bog. Probably should have done this earlier. I could leave up Pyroblast, but I think I'm down to try to find Bog. Okay, there's Thorn. Because if I had found Bog that turn, I can just deal with this Moments piece. I still have 29 cards, so it might be tough for them to just like tap out for a big Stream of Thought, but they do have one more fog in hand and, oh no, they don't. They bin that. They just stream of thought me just for one. I'm interested to see what they put back. It's really hard to tell. Stream of thought, definitely they're going to put back. Maybe like a frantic inventory and an AK. Not really sure. I don't even know if they put back stream of thought. It's just like impossible to tell. Yeah, it's just too hard to tell. This has been such a long match. That's the main reason why I don't really want to play that deck, is just because it takes so long. Like either you lose quickly. Okay, now they shuffled the other two stream of thoughts back in. Okay. It's just so interesting. They have Moment's Peace. Are they going to flash it back? Yeah. Okay. I do have Pyroblast as well. I could just look for Bog. I know they have two more Stream of Thoughts in their deck. I guess I'm going to Dino here. Unsure if this is correct. All Field Trip. I could loot instead. I guess that's better, right? Discard a Thorn. I don't really want to take the Monarch. There's Gorilla Shaman. Pretty funny. I'll play it. And then I'll draw a card. Maybe they tap out because they think they can kill us with like a Stream of Thought. Oh, I shouldn't have played a land. Damn. Okay, now I'm not going to draw. Just pass. Yeah, maybe they try to tap out for a Stream of Thought and I'm able to Pyroblast one of the copies, but I doubt that's going to work. AK, draw 4. Just going to counter this. Maybe they can't find Stream of Thought somehow. Drawing a Bog early is massive because I can play Bog and then start bouncing it back with bounce lands. Okay, they draw 4. Wonder if they can tap out to mill me. I'm going to turn off auto yields. Brainstorm, that's a good sign for me. Weather the Storm basically doesn't do anything at this point. They have 4 minutes and 45 seconds left on their clock, and this is game 2. Like, they should be fine. They have so many cards in hand, and they're drawing a lot of cards. But there is a world where they can't win. And then, I mean, I just have so much power. They mill me for 4. Okay, I let it resolve. I've used both my Pyroblasts. I have 13 cards in library. I don't think there's any reason to really draw at this point. Just rather keep cards in library, I guess. Fog. Yep. Gruul Turf. I'm just going to pass. Pop quiz. Everybody's learning. They get Intro to Prophecy. That's so funny. Do they really need pop quiz? Is that better than Behold the Multiverse in that deck? Pieces of the puzzle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They put AK and pieces into their hand. I don't know if they can kill me this turn. I guess they have another Fog here. They've only used 3 Moments Peace. I think I'm going to draw, actually. Try to find Bog. Or did I mill Bog? Have I milled? Oh, they milled Bog last turn. Okay, well, let's not draw any. I shouldn't have drawn there. It's probably irrelevant, but they discard counterspell. It's pretty funny. Do they have the last moments piece? They do. Oh, they have fog. Interesting that they're just playing literal fog and not like Tangle Sap or the other improved fogs. I don't know if I should even boarding party or even elemental summoning. I guess I should play elemental summoning. I'm not 100% confident though. Probably better just to take less time and just always keep the time pressure on the opponent. Just gonna F6 here. I think I'm dead. Yeah, they draw 4. They are down to 3 minutes though. There's just no way they don't have a stream of thought, right? Yeah, just them milling my bog there was brutal. Brainstorm. They have 11 cards in hand and 11 in library, and we have 10 in library. They've only milled us for 8. They've mostly just been fogging. I wonder if they sided out one moment's piece. All right, here's a stream of thought kicked. I mean, definitely a bad matchup, but this was honestly just like so not fun for me to play, to be honest. It was just like I felt like both games I was dead the whole time and I had to play it out. It took like an hour to play this match, and then I lose game 2 with them having 2 minutes on the clock. So yeah, pretty brutal. All right, GG's. One and one. I'll see you in round 3. Let's go. All right, round 3. We're against Fabon. I almost kept this hand by mistake, but definitely want a mulligan. I got a mulligan this too. 2 dinos, 5 lands. Just not gonna do it. All right, we'll keep this. Put back dino. Probably just lightning bolt. I want to keep lands and I want to keep bonders. So, all right, well, see what happens here. Not looking great. Let's not stop on my own upkeep, please. Just rather play a tap land here, I think. I have the option to play Ash Baron's untapped Ninja. At least this isn't against Mill or like Flickertron or matchups that go super, super long. I guess Flickertron we would just be dead. So that's a plus. Let's go Swamp, Edict you. Depending on what they do, if they don't have Counterspell mana up, I can just jam an Ornament. Otherwise, I can choose to not. This is probably just blue-black Fae. Hard to say for sure. Okay, they just pass. Oh no. They're playing Augur. Okay, I'm definitely jamming Ornament then. Resolving that's pretty massive, especially now knowing they have another counter. And I can cycle Ash Barons here. What land am I getting? I have green, red, black. I guess I want double green for Dino. I could have double red for... Yeah, I guess I just get green. No second ninja is good. And there's a black source most likely. I guess that could be blue-red Fae. They're blue-black. Okay, makes sense. There's Preordain. And I'm just going to cycle with Ash Barons. And I am going to get... I guess I could just... The reason to not get Forest is to have more Forest in the deck for Field Trip. Because I do have double green already. Sure. Playing Thorn just seems like incredibly greedy. So now I could even get Swamp with this one, which I think I do. Could have also not played Gruul Turf and then tried to draw a card with Ornament, but I think I like this line better, honestly. Just like develops my mana much better for future turns, and I can just play a boarding party next turn. I think this matchup should be reasonable for us. And now I can go boarding party into Chainers for the next 2 turns. Definitely want to wait on Thorn. They do have a counterspell up here. Cycle Ashburns. Get another Swamp. They get Island. And there's nothing I can do. Alright. I know they have a counter up here, but still I'm just gonna jam. Nice. Cram Session is actually good. Kind of gains life, stabilizes, and draws me a threat. I think I kind of want to just get Elemental Summoning. 4/4 seems solid, right? Maybe they just let this resolve and cast a Snuff Out on it. They're just going to counter. Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm worried about them playing like an Angler. I don't have much going on. Thorn. Okay. Well, now I probably have to play Thorn, even if it's not that great. At least I take the Monarch for a turn, and yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, potentially 7 mana. They probably have a counter spell here. No in. I don't know what he's barking at. Do they have a counter? I guess I name red. Pass the turn. We get to bring in a couple Pyroblasts. Can I draw something? No. I really wanted to draw a removal spell. Would have been ideal. And I'm definitely in trouble here. I don't want to F6 because I want them to be scared of like me playing a cast down on their Faeries here. I mean, they could easily have Spell Stutter Sprite or something as well. Yeah, they just get to take the Monarch back. Monarch is just such a dumb mechanic. I hate Monarch in 1v1. I mean, you have to play with it sometimes because it's really strong, but it's just not a good mechanic for 1v1 games. It's not designed for that. It's designed for multiplayer. Just really don't like it. Okay, they play a 5/5. We're just drawing all lands here. So definitely in trouble. This doesn't even really do anything that good on this board. Play a 4/4, play a bounce land. Okay, that's all I got. Not going to attack into their Thorn / Angler here. They're just going to trade Thorns. I'd rather trade Thorn for their Angler. They probably won't attack. They know about Swamp in hand. They might also know about, is it Forest or both? Not sure. Yeah, we are just out of gas at this point. Agony Warp. It's not ideal. Definitely going down to Fabon here. Is it Fabon? Fabon? Could basically just concede at this point. I guess I'll keep fighting. Oh, wow. So they can minus the power of the Thorn. They could minus, yeah, I mean, I could block the Thorn here, but I kind of like blocking like this. Then they can just save their Augur. It's better than saving their Thorn and having my Elemental die, though. So yeah, they just do that. Wait. Oh, they minus the toughness there. Okay, that might have been bad for me, honestly. Not entirely sure. See if they just counter this frame session. If not, I'll probably just get a fractal and play it. It's not that good, but they spell stutter sprite it. Okay. Let's draw now. Am I just dead on board? Not quite. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't think I have any outs. Don't know. Maybe I should have. I was thinking about just single blocking last turn, but again, my hand is so bad. I don't think I can win this game regardless. I think Blue Black Fae is kind of like cementing itself in the last couple weeks as the best deck in the format right now. Geez, another Angler. It's just such a good deck. Let's just tap like this. See if they have another counter. All right. Got wrecked there. I think I bring in these 3 cards. Can keep in both Thorns, but they have a lot of little flyers, kind of annoying. What did I do last time? Did I just sign out all the edicts? I could just do that. I don't hate it, honestly. Edict's really not that great against them. It is just a random removal spell, but I think I'd rather keep all my learn cards in. I'd rather just have cannonades. All right, let's go. Let's go game 2. All right, game 2 against Fabon here. Let's play first. I think I have to keep. I guess I don't have to, but I am going to. I have lands and spells, and I just really don't like mulliganing so much. Going down to low resource draws. Just those games feel so much harder to win if I just keep a hand with high resources and draw decently. Feels a lot better to me. So now I can go mountain field trip. Okay, right on time, thank you. See if they just counter this. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Maybe this is a game where I can jam Thorn. I don't even know what I'm getting on this field trip. It resolves. I can't cast a fractal or an elemental summoning yet. I think I get inkling summoning here actually. It's kind of good with Thorn, and it just seems good to get in this situation. Okay, they cast a spell stutter sprite. They might ninja here. Looks like they're going to. I don't have any removal spells yet, surprisingly. They play an untapped land and then ponder. Okay. So drawing any bolt, any cast down is ideal. Nice. Perfect. So now I can go cast down this now and then just play another field trip. Seems good to me. Just really developing my mana. I think I'll get fractal summoning at this point. Could also get intro to prophecy, but I think making a big fractal is decent. Now next turn I could also play Thorn plus Inkling Summoning. That's not a bad turn, especially if they do not commit a creature. That sounds like a solid turn. Okay, nice. They might just have multiple counter spells as well. Guess I'm gonna play Inkling Summoning plus Packmate here. See if they counter this. Be so funny if they counter Inkling Summoning. They don't. Could have played Thorn, but I think they do have a counter spell. They just did not want to counter Inkling 3 mana 2/1 flying. Pretty funny. With this next cram session, I might have to get Intro to Prophecy. I'm going to block here because I don't want to get ninja'd. This does not get cast down, or does not get snuff out because it's black. Relic, sure. They just tap Relic. Okay. No attack from them. Interesting. I don't want to get Intro to Annihilation. I think I'm just playing a big fractal here. Just scary to play Thorn with like no removal when they have a little flyer on the board. Just play a 6/6. I only have the single red right now, so I can't get my 4/4s yet with this. But I can get an Intro to Prophecy, so it's a really expensive preordain. They're looking for a counter for my 6/6. They could also just have a removal spell for it. Looks like they don't have it. I mean, I guess they still could, but... Okay, nice. I'm not going to attack again. Play around Ninja. They could just cast down my Inkling and then get a Ninja hidden, but then I have a 6/6. Cast down the Inkling, okay. And then Ninja. They can't really protect their Ninja right now. Okay. Wonder if I'm not supposed to side out all the Chainers. Maybe that's a little bit greedy. Bonders. All right, let's lead Cram Session. Do I get... I mean, they could just have a Snuff Out for this. I wonder if they even have, if they side out Snuff Out. Probably not all the copies. I can't play Bonder's Ornament and Elemental Summoning here, which is unfortunate. Guess I'm just getting Intro to Prophecy. Could also just get Intro to Annihilation, but don't really like that. Let's just get Prophecy. Cast it. Yeah, these look great. I kind of want to just draw the Pyroblast right now. I know they have a Spell Stutter Spray. I guess I can't really attack. As bad as that is. I can't attack and I can't play Pyroblast. Sucks. Could have just played a Bonders there, but... Yeah, I can't even play Pyroblast because of Spell Stutter Spray. So they get to draw another card, and looks like I'm going down. Kind of just getting outclassed here. Dismal Backwater, so no Snuff Out in their list? Interesting. That's interesting. Start by casting Packmate, and then I'll cast Ornament, and I have Pyroblast up. Because they have a spell stutter to counter this Pyroblast. Just so brutal. Yeah, I still just can't play it. Because they've had 2 mana up. They would just spell stutter counter it. It's like, it feels bad just to let them play the spell stutter, honestly. Can start drawing cards with Ornament. That's decent. All right, Cram Session. Now I have to get Elemental Summoning. Could also just get Intro to Annihilation at this point. Stop them from drawing. All right. Feels bad. I am back up to 20 and I have an Ornament down. God, that Spell Stutter is just wrecking me. I again do not think that pulling the trigger on Pyroblast earlier would do anything. It would just make me not have a Pyroblast. Maybe they end up playing a Spell Stutter or something else at some point. Or I draw a Bolt and I'm able to deal with it. But I think they've just hit with Ninja too many times at this point. They missed. Need to draw like a dino here. Okay, cast down is actually reasonable. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So I think I'm going for Thorn. And then on their upkeep, I'll go for cast down plus Pyroblast. Obviously, this is not where I want to be, especially against a 6-card hand from blue-black, but it's where we're at. All right, I draw a card. They cast down. I could fight now while they have less mana. I think I like it. I guess I might as well just let this resolve and then draw my card from Monarch and see what I draw. It's a forest. Cast down that, and I still cannot Pyroblast. So they're going to get to take the Monarch here. Again, I can force them to spell stutter, but I'd rather just have backup for a dino or something. I don't know. Playing the Thorn was greedy, but I felt like I was kind of priced into it. Maybe I should have just started drawing cards with Ornament instead. But they had a Ninja out. Like, yeah, it's just not good. Yep, this is over. Not even sure what I can get at this point. It's been really awkward only having the one mountain this whole time. They just counter it. Blue Blast. Just gonna pack it in. GG's. They have 5 cards left. They're gonna draw another card off Monarch. They have Angor down. Just got crushed there. Kind of got wrecked the last 2 rounds. Still 1 and 2. Let's try to fight back for a 3-2 here. I'll see you in round 4. All right, 1 and 2. We're in round 4 against Luffy du Chapeau de Pala. This hand looks great. This is probably the best hand I've had all day, and that's considering I've also ran the last league and this league. We have a potential turn 1 Bolt, turn 2 Foretell, turn 3 Field Trip, or cast Packmate, or cast Cannonade. So yeah, his hand is great. Let's not mess it up and not keep it. Wow, Affinity is just so popular these days. Gonna just slam a Mountain Pass. And then hopefully they just play anything that this Bolt can kill. Using Navigator's Compass now for planes, that is fine. I mean, I don't even know if I should Bolt this while they don't have a land. I think I'm going to just to be efficient here. Bog. I'd rather foretell this. I know bolting the Thraben isn't that good, but they're stuck on 1 land and just seems efficient to me. Interesting keep from them. They have another Thraben. Oh, Glinthawk. Bounce land. And then replay. Okay. I could just Cannonade now, but I think I might even rather just Field Trip before anything. Honestly, seems pretty good to Field Trip to me. I guess I could have played Wolf and played Tapland, but this just gives me more mana overall. This is also kind of tough. Like, what should I get? Could get in Environmental Sciences. I think getting Elemental Summoning seems pretty decent. Same with Intro to Prophecy. I'll just get a 4/4. I think that'll be good at some point. Not sure what I'm going to do next turn. Probably just start by casting a Wolf. It's quite possible that I should have gone Wolf plus Thriving Grove on 3 and then started casting Field Trips. But I think this just increases my options. Especially if I draw like an untapped land, I can go Field Trip plus Wolf next turn, which just seems pretty good. They're just stuck on one land. Did they mulligan? No, they kept 7. Interesting. I think now could Field Trip again, but now it's just Wolf. Again, now if I draw an untapped land in the next 2 draws, of course I draw a black card. I was like thinking how I should tap. Let's just go Thriving Grove named Red. Pass the turn. Would have been really nice to be able to play that cast down there, but so be it. We're just clunking out on this draw. I was like saying how good the draw was, and then I may have just totally messed it up by not playing the Packmate on 3. But I think if things broke a little bit differently, this would have been a good way to do it. They're gonna Gal Blast my Packmate. Oh, Swamp. End of turn, Omen of the Dead. Get back Thraben Inspector. Okay, Pathetic Prism. I actually don't like the time spiral version of the Ancient Den that much. Plus, you can't have like this version of the other artifact lands, so I just prefer to not have this Ancient Den, honestly. Cram Session. They were able to play a Thoughtcast finally. So I can play Field Trip plus Cast Down. I can play Elemental Summoning. I think I like just playing Elemental Summoning in Tapland. Because then I get a 4/4 down and then I'm threatening a boarding party next turn. I know I'm taking damage here, but this just like lets me commit to the board a lot more by getting the 4/4 down. So it seems good to me. Okay. Yeah, now they can Gal Blast my Elemental, but that's fine. That was like a free card. They Journey it. That still takes their whole turn. And now I just get to boarding party. Into Packmate would be really nice, but there's a lot of good hits here. Chainer's Edict, it's fine. I know they can probably Core Sky for sure this, but whatever. I can Cram Session. Are they going to get Omen? No, they get Journey back. Okay, that was good. And then Mirror Enforcer. Okay. Bonders. Okay. So I can cast down the Mirror Enforcer before attacks, which I think I like. Could even just cast down these 2 things. Let's just start by cast down this. I have 4 mana left. I can just go Bonders into cast down, attack with both. Seems great to me, honestly. This just really puts like so much pressure on them because they're going down to 2. Yeah, seems great. I even have a Chainer's Edict in the yard still. I have a Field Trip as well in hand. I can get another Elemental Summoning or, something else. Can even just get something with a Cram Session and gain life to kind of stay safe. I'm going to flicker a land. Yeah, they just kept, an interesting hand. Journey, the 6/3. Sure. So I can, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, potentially 8 mana. Because I was thinking I can get Intro to Prophecy, kill the Journey, and then attack with both, and they have to go chump chump. Alternatively, I can just flashback a Chainer's Edict and attack, and they have to chump. And they don't draw a card that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, potentially 8. Why don't I just go cycle, get Mountain, play Mountain, flashback Edict. And then they have to chump this. And then I can always cram session or field trip for intro to annihilation to get my boarding party back, and it'll have haste. Of course, I don't get the cascade, but yeah, looking good here. Gal blast that, sure. So now I think they're just dead. Let's just go field trip. Get annihilation. This is also the first time I've had annihilation just be like a way to win. Nice. Intro to Annihilation has been better than I expected it to be as well. Just there's that aspect of the card. Like, if they only have like one blocker that you need to remove to kill them, you can always just get Annihilation, and it can just kill any permanent, and it's good against Mono White Heroic, so it just seems really strong. So they're like a weird deck. Are they Brute Squad? Because they played Journey to Nowhere. No, because they played Pathetic Prism. They're just like kind of like a hybrid, kind of like because yeah, they played Journey to Nowhere. They played Thraben Inspector, Thoughtcast, Glint Hawk. Glint Hawk is interesting. Core Skyfisher. So they're just kind of like a hybrid of honestly Boros Monarch and Affinity playing Glint Hawks. Makes me kind of want to leave the Cannonades in the deck. Bolt is also not bad against the version that they're playing because they have Core Skyfisher. Thorn seems a little rough. But yeah, generally Bolt isn't that good against them because a lot of times their creatures are like a Tog Mirror Enforcer. But Bolt actually has a lot of targets. Same with Cannonade, can mop up Thrabens and Glint Hawks. Could take out one cram session. It is pretty decent though. I think everything is good. Can take out one Edict just to not have too many of that effect because Thraben is good against it. And obviously bringing in Gorilla Shaman. Could bring in Pyroblast as well, especially if they have Up One Mind in addition to Thoughtcast, but let's just try it like this. Only bringing in Pyroblast for their like divinations isn't that great, especially when we can cascade into Pyroblast. I'll keep this hand. It's not fantastic, but I can bolt in early play Bonders, play a boarding party, and I have a lot of lands and spells. All right, so it's just Jeskai Affinity with Glinthawk and Core Skyfisher, I guess. We're just gonna clunk along here. Prism. Where's my Gorilla Shaman? Okay, Cram Session was actually a good draw though. I definitely don't need Environmental Sciences. I can't actually cast Inkling Summoning. It's actually kind of hard to cast in this deck because you need black. I think I'm just going to get Elemental Summoning. I know Gallblast just kills it, but could also just get Inkling Summoning. Trades with a Glinthawk at least. All right, let's get it. Probably, again, just playing Bonders next turn. They'll probably play a Glinthawk or a Core Skyfisher here, and I can go Bonders into Bolt. Yeah. This is fine. Just going to Bonders into Bolt right now. They named blue here. Kind of sucks because now if they play a Core Skyfisher, my Inkling Summoning doesn't trade with it. But sure. Yep. I always have to say it. All right, they're kind of doing the thing. So I have 4, potentially 5 mana. I guess I'm just going Inkling Summoning, not planning to block, obviously. And then cycle both Ashburns and then just go Boarding Party next turn, Dino the turn after. Which is pretty solid. Also, get up to 24, gaining life just like randomly is nice against these decks, especially if they're playing like 4 Gallblast and some number of Lightning Bolts, or just like they have a fair amount of reach, so gaining some life is like good against all their pesky little flyers plus Galvanic Blasts. Witching Well. Yeah, it's just straight up Jeskai Affinity with Glint Hawk, which is pretty cool. This is like was popular for a little while. There's Thoughtcast. They bottomed with Witching Well and then Thoughtcast. And there's a Mirror Enforcer. Okay. See if they attack. Trade 2 for 2. They also might just have a removal spell for this. All right, let's get Mountain, and then let's get Swamp. Then I just play Boarding Party. And then next turn I'll play Dino. Pretty straightforward. Chander's Edict seems good. They sack the Core Skyfisher immediately. They might have Omen. But there's not much I can do. They Gallblast that, take 2. Okay. I keep the Dino train going. These Cascade cards, like, I think were a great addition to Pauper. It's just a really nice top end for non-blue decks to have. It's good against counter spells, provides a lot of value. They don't seem overpowered. Boarding Parties is the better one. Haste is really good, hits really hard, but you have to build your decks in a certain way. I'm just going to Dino. And just, yeah, playing around the stack by having Cascade is really good. Nice. Sweet. Definitely want to Dino first in case you hit a Boarding Party, which I honestly haven't been able to do that much. They Gallblast me, I'm just dead to a Tog plus Fling, or they're hoping to set up the win. They might just have the win. Oh man. Journey, maybe they don't have it. Why would they Journey and then Fling? Just because they can? Why would you Journey first? Just because? Damn. Just they had me just with 1 extra damage. Not like Cast Down does anything against that because they can just play a Tog and then anytime I cast down they keep sacking in response. I guess I could have survived because in response to the first sack I cast down, then they would have been 1 short. They would have put me to 1 by sacking their entire board. So it's possible I should have left this up, but I don't think so. I just got. Can I just draw this? I mean, Chander's Edict was good in that game, but again, it's bad against Thraben. I think the Cannonades are fine. Let's just run it. Could bring in the Tranquility. Damn, just needed a second land here. It's mulligan. All right. Kind of sketchy hand here, but I'll keep. Probably just putting back a Dino. See if they keep 7. They do. Let's keep this. I'm just so far away from Dino at this point. I can cram Session on 2 for Environmental Sciences, which is slow but decent. No 1-drop, okay. Cram Session. Still think I get Environmental Sciences here. I think it's still a good play. I can just get Mountain and then I can Ash Barrens maybe for second red. Oh, no, yeah, it's Environmental Science for Mountain. Then play Mountain. Then, yeah, I meant to say second Forest. I have 2 red sources now. I have a Bolt up. If they play a creature, I probably want to just jam Bolt and then jam Thorn. Might just be jamming Thorn here regardless. I don't think they have any flash threats. I think I'm gonna just jam Thorn. Seems great to me. Even if they somehow take the Monarch here, then I have a boarding party. Yeah, wow, this is good. Now I just need to draw more lands. Cram session for environmental science. Go to 26. Seems like they've kept some sketchy hands over there. No, pathetic prism or anything to speak of. Now they were waiting on these because they don't have a prism, but now I just get to go bolt both of these, and they just had to bounce 2 lands, and I still have the Monarch. So, oh my god. This is like brutally bad for them. Oh, they have a Hydroblast? They have a Dispel. Okay, it looks like they're gonna get to take the Monarch here. I can just surprise Gorilla Shaman next turn. I think that's better. I just will attack for 1. I could also draw a cast down. That would be sick. Cast down. Bounce land would have been good to draw. But still, I still think I'm in a great position here because we know they have 2 artifact lands. I have a shaman. If they tap this, yeah, there's a Tog. It's fine though. Chainer's Edict. Why don't I play Chainer's Edict? They sack the Glinthawk right away. Then I'll attack. See if they just trade. I guess they will. Oh, they're gonna sack this? I mean, I guess they would do that anyway. Then they hold on to the Monarch. Oh, they sack that land. This might not actually work out for them. And I also have a boarding party coming next turn now. It's a problem with these Glinthawk Core Skyfisher decks. If you don't find Pathetic Prism or, spare supplies or those effects, it can be real rough. Oh, wow. And they can't even kill Gorilla Shaman right now? Or they can on end step. Wow. I mean, I can just kill this. Yeah, they just concede. Because I was going to get to kill... They didn't have a Galblast, so I was going to get to kill this, take the Monarch. I was actually going to probably kill this rather than play Boarding Party. See what we would have hit. Bolt. Okay. 2 and 2. Let's go round 5. All right. Round 5, we're 2 and 2. We're against Dragon 7K. Really solid player. Usually plays Fae. I often see them on blue-black Fae, so it's what I expect. Could be blue-red Fae. Other tier 1 meta decks is what they usually play. Check play first. Yes. I'll keep this hand. Turn 2 cast down, turn 3 field trip, and then hopefully we just get up to these dinos. Mountain. Interesting. Is it burn? I guess we'll see. I can field trip for a forest and environmental science. Oh, it's Boros. I think I'm just killing this. Feels bad, obviously, but it just saves damage and it's mana efficient. Could have waited for a Seeker of the Way, but I did not. Okay, just getting up to these dinos pretty quick here. I've liked Field Trip a lot. I've liked it a lot more than Cultivate, to be honest. Hawk and Boros Garrison. So now I'm gonna Environmental Science from Mountain and then play Field Trip. Now I could bolt this and just play another Field Trip. I could just ignore this for now because I'm gonna get to Dino pretty soon. So I could even Environmental Science for Swamp. Play Swamp. Well, what am I going to get on this field trip? Am I going to get a 4/4? So I can Environmental Science for Mountain. let's just do that. Because now I can get mountain, and then I can have 2 red sources on this field trip, get my last forest, and then get a 4/4. And I can just dino next turn. Turn 3 field trip, turn 4 field trip, turn 5 dino. It's pretty good. It's a lot of value. Just getting hit for 1. Down to 21. Palace Sentinels. Okay, that's good. If I can hit a boarding party on this dino, it is incredible. So like I said, they're usually on like the top decks. Well, that's a good one too. Because I get to take the Monarch back and they don't have attacks yet. I know they can like journey this or something, but it's obviously still good for me to have hit that. Cast down, beautiful. Bolt the Thorn, attack with both. Bolt plus Boat Ring. Okay. So they take it back and they're staying back with Hawk to play around a boarding party. Wow, another Thorn. It's actually really good, right? Because I have 7 mana, so I can go. Oh, I don't have double black though, because I was thinking I can go Thorn plus Bolt plus Cast Down, but I cannot do all that. So that being the case, do I just dino? I mean, if I Thorn plus Bolt, it might be tough for them to take the Monarch. They need another removal spell for this. Just gonna dino. Let them have the Monarch for 1 turn. I can always Thorn next turn. Get their 2/4 out of there, or their 1/1 flying. I think just the 2/4. Did they miss a land drop? They have Strands in the yard. Didn't even notice that they discarded that to hand size. Another Strands and a Rally the Peasants. Okay, it's scary. And Seeker of the Way. Okay, I can cast down the Seeker of the Way. I can Thorn take the Monarch. They can Strands name red for Bolt. So I'm going to start by attacking and see what happens. If they try to like block and then cast Strands, I can always cast down like one of the blockers. Yeah, so they're gonna try to do this and then cast Strands, name green, which I'm fine with. And then I can cast down the Seeker of the Way here. Oh, did I forget to order these? I don't think it's gonna matter because I think they're gonna Strands. Yeah. So now I just go cast down your Seeker of the Way. Oh, they didn't name a color yet. I guess they're gonna have to name green regardless here. So they choose green. So, and then this basically just bounces off. They retain the Monarch for now. Then I can either play a 4/4 or I can play a Packmate, leaving up Lightning Bolt. What's better, 4/4 or Packmate? I mean, this does the Bolt where this doesn't. And Lightning Bolt isn't that good against this Strands, but I think I'm just going to play a 4/4. They already have the Monarch right now. This is a cool game. I've had to wait on this Thorn. Yeah, like I haven't been able to deploy it yet, and they're gonna have to do something against this Dino. Probably gonna bring in Tranquility. Seems good against like multiple journeys and O-rings. They're just, yeah, drawing a bunch of cards off Monarch here, but yeah, we're still doing okay. Like I said, I can still Thorn, take the Monarch, and play a Packmate. Dino can block flyers, so looking reasonable. The strands in the graveyard is really what's a problem. Elemental summoning, make a 4/4, pretty hilarious. There's Hawk. I wouldn't be surprised if they just don't attack. They kind of have to strands name green to stop this dino. Okay, Palace Sentinels. I'm glad I didn't play Thorn earlier. I was going to say Boarding Party would be a great draw. 1, 2. Might as well just play land, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6. Boarding Party. Just makes my attacks so good here. Cram Session. What do I get on this Cram Session? Another Elemental Summoning? I can get an Intro to Annihilation to take out like O-Ring or any random blocker. Or I can even get Expanded Anatomy and cast it right now on my Dino. Then I don't have Bolt up. I think I like just getting another 4/4. Seems like kind of hard for them to deal with. And let's just attack with everything and see how they block. And they're probably going to have to strands name green to hold on to the Monarch. And this is just a lot of damage also. I can foretell a Packmate and leave up Bolt still. This is just pretty sweet. Just going full on mid-range here. We also have 2 Cannonades in the main and a third one in the board. Can't wish for it with these learn cards though. I think I have looted off learn once, but I mean with such a massive wish board, it's understandable that generally we're not going to do that. They're in the tank here on how they should block. I like want them to fire off the strands. Because I mean they could block like Palace Sentinels plus Hawk on Boarding Party, and then plan to take 10 and not flashback strands. But then I still take the Monarch. Wow, they're going for this. So which ones do I want to kill? I probably want to kill the 2/4 and the 2 Hawks, excuse me. Now I think they're going to strands name green, and then in which case I bolt like the Thraben, because then they don't have enough to kill Dino. So let's let this resolve. I guess they could name red here. So let's just bolt this now. Yeah, I think I bolt the Thraben. And then they can name red, but then I actually don't take the Monarch, but that's okay. Then I still just kill all their creatures. I think they're going to name red, actually. Green. Okay. So they keep their board alive, but I take the Monarch just for a turn and hit for 10, and I'm at 23. They can... Oh, that was incredible. Wow. And they've already used 2 copies of strands. They're going to play in Flashback Battle Screech. They could have strands in hand, sure. I guess I can play around that, especially if they're not going to play anything else this turn, by just attacking first and then see if they strands, and then I can always cannonade in response to strands. Okay, well now they're just kind of screwed. Yeah. Nice. That was obviously a good draw, but we knew it was good. Okay, so now I just get to go cannonade right now and just kind of blow them out. And then why is this like this? Okay. So they can trade for my elemental. Just wondering if there's any way for me to kill them now. Just attack with both I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana potentially. So I'm probably just going to play Packmate, play Elemental Summoning. So I take the Monarch. Just haven't played Thorn this entire time. Oh, I shouldn't have played... oh, I can't play Elemental Summoning. I just punted. Just made a mistake. Let's go Field Trip, no more forests. So we just get to learn. And at this point, I think I just get Intro to Annihilation. And pass. Cast down? Cram Session. Okay. Definitely punted there. Could have just Ash Barrens for Mountain and then just played a 4/4 and kept the 3/3 in exile. Kept the Wolf in exile, but we're going to get the Dino. Now I can actually Cram Session for the 2+1/+1 counters and go for lethal. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Yes, they could have Lightning Bolt, so I get even more punished, but for my mistake last turn of not playing the 4/4, but I'm going to just go for this. Expanded Anatomy, what's up? And then I can still play the 4/4 here. All right, they have the Bolt, so I get punished, but that's okay. And I still have the Monarch. They have 3 cards. This game's not over, but it's looking good for me. Nice, another Packmate. I still think going for Expanded Anatomy there is fine. I guess I could have gone for an Inkling Summoning or a Fractal Summoning even. Anything would have been fine. Definitely bringing in Tranquility, definitely bringing in Cannonade, and I think that's it. We can't flash this back yet. So I think I'm leading on just play Packmate. Just cast it. There's a Chainer's Edict. Okay, let's just go for this. Is that enough? 1, 2. Yeah, I have just enough mana. I'm gonna Chainer's Edict them and then Intro to Annihilation a bird and then attack. They concede. They knew we had this. Intro to Annihilation on a bird token was just too much. All right, these two coming in. Chainers is just really bad. I guess I can keep one in over like bringing in any other lesson. Don't think bringing in Gorilla Shaman's good. This can still nab something, although it is not good. I don't want to just bring in Elemental Summoning. All right, let's go. Bolt is also not great, but all the removal combined with the Cannonades is good. All right, let's keep this. They kept 7. I'm just going to lead Thriving Grove named Red. It looks like they have a lot of the white Monarch creature. Okay, they're doing the Ash Baron's trick. Sweet. I don't really have anything going on myself. Well, now I do. If I named a Red, I'm probably just going to want to Cram Session for the 4/4 here. And then turn 3 Field Trip, and then I have my option what to do on turn 4. Guess I just go Swamp, Cram Session. Yeah, I think I'll just get the 4/4. Just seems like a good card to get in this matchup because Bolt doesn't kill it, so it's just kind of annoying for them to deal with, or potentially annoying for them to deal with. Probably just slamming a Field Trip, maybe getting another 4/4. We're just like slamming these like clunky like threats. Field Trip is sick though, come on. Drawing two forests here is pretty awkward because then I only have two forests left in my deck. So if I naturally draw another one, then my future field trips get a lot worse. But again, could cut like the bog or one of the thriving lands or maybe even a mountain for a fifth forest. But I haven't really been punished. There's been one field trip where I couldn't get a forest where it didn't end up mattering at all. So in 2 leagues, it hasn't cost me yet. Could also just go down to 3 field trip, but it's been good. It's kind of just like the plan of the deck, right? And I'm not going to jam, even if they play like a hawk, I'm not going to play cannonade, I don't think. I'm just going to play a field trip. I guess I'm not going to have enough red mana to play this on 4, but it is what it is. I don't know if they're disconnected because they're like in the tank with the Thraben trigger on the stack. Okay, they create the clue. Not sure what that was. Dragon 7K is a really good player, so we can't get too comfortable. Got to play tight here in order to try to win here. Like they could go hawk, get multiple hawks, discard strands, which would be a reasonable play to play around cannonade. Yeah, strands is just such a strong card, but I am gonna plan to just field trip here. Having 3 cannonades for this matchup is massive. I'm not sure if they're in the tank or they're just doing something else. They usually play pretty fast. I wonder if I just field trip for another elemental summoning or what? Seeker of the Way right now. Okay, well now I'm just gonna cannonade on my turn because I don't want them to be able to get a strands in the yard and then blow me out. And I'll just take like a minor 2-for-1 and getting Seeker off the board is massive. So I'm just gonna play a cannonade for sure. I guess they were in the tank about what to do. Are they gonna say in the chat like no cannonade please? They don't usually say stuff like that, but we'll see. They might just be double queuing in like another event, maybe some PTQ that's going on right now. I don't know. All right, they were gone for a second, but now they're back. I'm just gonna again tap out for cannonade on my turn. I don't think they have any free spells, so getting the Seeker off the table plus just nabbing a Thraben is fine. Play a Battle Screech, okay. Now do I want a field trip or Bonders? I think Bonders is better in this situation, so let's do it. And then I'll just cycle in Ash Barrens here for, I guess for Mountain. They crack Clue, okay. Do they have another white creature? Looting. Discard Strands. Yep. Discard Strands and Looting. And no extra white creature to flashback Battle Screech. It looks like they hit for 2. And then I get to Boarding Party here if I want. I could consider not Boarding Party also. Let's get a Mountain. Bolt. Like I could consider just playing an Elemental Summoning, then leaving up Bolt, and then Boarding Party next turn. It also plays around Bolt pretty nicely. I'm gonna do it. Because if I just Boarding Party, then they just Lightning Bolt the Boarding Party right now, that's kind of like where they want to be. I'd just rather 4/4, where it's kind of annoying for them. And I did bring in the Tranquility, right? Yeah, okay. Not that if they journey this, I don't get to blow them out with Tranquility, but okay, Palace Sentinels. Oh shit, I I meant to respond to that, so they can't flashback Screech. I mean, I guess I can let them flashback Screech here. It's kind of awkward for them to do that. Because then I can, yeah, now I can, oh, they have Strands in the yard as well. All right, let's just bolt one of these. I misplayed. I needed to bolt one of these with this on the stack. That would have been much better. I mean, perhaps not, but I think I'm going to still do this. If they want to play the Strands now, they can. If not, it's good for me as well. They probably still have Lightning Bolt for a boarding party here. Ooh, Cannonade. So why don't I just start by attacking? I'm going to do this. I'm going to start by attacking. And then I guess they can just chump and then not use Strands. Maybe I was supposed to force them to use Strands here, but let's see. I kind of wanted to just play Thorn, as weird as that is. It puts pressure on them to have to attack me back. I get to draw one card. Let's do it. Let's just play Thorn. Yes, they can bolt the Thorn, but that's better than them bolting this. Get to take the Monarch here, again, which is kind of annoying for them. And they bolt the Elemental, so they definitely had bolt. Okay. Let's see what we draw. It's just a land. And Thorn kind of rumbles with the Palace Sentinels. There's a journey. Okay, well now Tranquility, I can always take back the Monarch. And I have this boarding party still. I know they have Strands, so that's something. They probably just attack for 2 or for 3. Yeah. Okay. We're also down to 12 minutes on clock. Okay, I have 4, 5, 6, potentially 7 mana. I think I like just playing boarding party now. I know they have Strands, but sure. Packmate, don't mind if I do. It's good value. There's a Bonders. I will attack, probably get bolted. A Braid, okay. Now we'll name black. Now looking a little more sketchy. They're kind of starting to stabilize with the Monarch. I have a lot of good draws though. Guardian of the Guild pack, sure. All right, let's go play Packmate. Draw. It's a mountain. Kind of want to just field trip, get fractal summoning here, and just make a huge fractal. I think it's good. Get to get another forest as well. I could also get Intro to Annihilation, but yeah, I think I like just getting fractal summoning past the turn. Yeah, then I'll cycle Ashburns, get Swamp, then maybe just tap out for a massive fractal. I'm not sure yet. I'm at 17, so I'm kind of starting to be in trouble, especially against like a Rally the Peasants. They attack for 4 down to 13. I can also start by attacking with both Packmates to threaten like a nice Cannonade, or Cannonade first, and they have to Strands name red. All right, well, yeah, why don't I attack with both and then Cannonade with Strands on the stack if they play it? Which I guess they just won't play it. They have pretty good blocks already. We'll see. Let's get Swamp. If I draw another Cannonade, it's really good. Get Boarding Party. Should just cast that, right? Land 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, well, I guess I'll just tap like this. Cast down. I could kill the Seeker of the Way or the Palace Sentinels. I think killing the Palace Sentinels, the 2/4 is better. Then I'm just going to attack with everything and try to force them to use strands. Like anytime they flashback strands here, I'm gonna cannonade in response, and I just get to like kind of blow them out. I still have this huge fractal. Because I also wanted to kill that. I want to entice them to go for a block with Seeker of the Way into strands. Seems good to me. To like force them to try to do that, and I think they're gonna do it here. Maybe not. Yeah, they're gonna flash this back. Nice. So that's good for me. So now I just go cannonade. And then I just leave them only with a guardian in play. They choose red. And now I can just make a huge fractal. And if they don't have Journey or O-Ring, my fractal beats their guardian, and I have a massive board that didn't die to cannonade. So that was a sweet play, honestly. That was pretty cool. There's a Journey. Okay, well, it doesn't deal with this. Tranquility, where you at? Hawk. Is that their first Hawk? Yep. It's pretty brutal. They don't have any more strands in the yard, though. No attack. Okay. I can attack with both, trade a packmate for a hawk, and then they have to chump the other one. Seems good. Because they can't let me hit, so they could go chump chump, but yeah, they get to take one out because of Guardian. I think this is fine. Getting 2 hawks off the table. I just want the game to go longer, because anytime I draw Tranquility, it's going to be sick. Maybe they have another Journey for this, but so be it. Just make an 8/8. And then get even more mana to start drawing cards with Ornament, because we're finally out of stuff to do. And this has pro monocolored, and this is 2 colors. Battle Screech. Okay, I need another candidate as well now. This has been a good match, though. Really fun match so far. They're attacking for 1, makes sense. Cannonade? Packmate. Alright, might as well play that. Get a redraw. Field trip. I can field trip for Intro to Annihilation. I can field trip for Expanded Anatomy on my fractal. I can also just choose to draw a card with Ornament right now to try to draw Cannonade. Because they have a lot of power in the air. A Rally the Peasants is gonna kill me. Yeah, I'm gonna start by drawing a card actually. Draw. I could also loot on this field trip if I want. There's a lightning bolt. So let's attack with the 8/8, I suppose. They're gonna just chump. Does a rally plus flashback rally kills me even if I bolt one of these? So that being the case, do I want a field trip, get Intro to Prophecy? That seems good actually. I have to just hope they don't have rally. Maybe I should have done that. I could have field trip, intro to prophecy, try to find cannonade. That might have been the line. They have rally, damn. Just dead. That was a good game. I thought I had them with that. That was a good play with the cannonade, but they were just able to rebuild pretty easily. All right, let's go game 3. I've honestly been playing a lot because this is my second league, so I was hoping to win that and be done, but not so lucky. Tranquility would have been sick there. All right, let's just run it. Looks good. All right, let's play first. I'll keep. Classic clunky hand. The dog is hyped. I'll just lead Thriving Grove, name. I suppose name red. Because there's if I draw Bolt, then I can cast it. Dragon mulligans to 6. Planning just a Gruul Turf next turn. There's the Thraben. All right, let's just do what we can do. I could have played a Bog there so I could Edict, but I like this better. It just gets my bounce land down. Wow, that's actually pretty good. So I can Cram Session, I can Edict. I can also just play Ornament. I think that's actually best. Just gives me a lot of mana next turn. So I can play Cram Session plus Chainer's Edict, or I can just do multiple things next turn now. Not sure about that one. That was close. I kind of wanted to also just make a decision and just keep the time pressure on Dragon. They crack Clue just immediately. Play a Faithless Looting, discarding Strands. Discarding Strands. The discard Strands play is so strong. Okay. I do have another untapped land potentially. I think I'm just going to Wolf here. I get on board, and then I can play another tap land. Now I can Thriving Name Black, or I can also just bog away that Strands right now. Is that worth? Maybe I can pick up the bog later. I could have waited, because maybe they like play a Battle Screech or something, but I don't hate just getting that out of there, getting the looting out of there too. Okay, there's a Hawk. This might just be the best cannonade, especially after nabbing that Strands out of the yard. Dope. They're gonna just play another Hawk and just get crushed here. Love it. That Bog was so good. I do not want to take Bog out of the deck. I'm gonna Cannonade now. It just seems too enticing. I get to hit for 3 damage. I get so much value. Then I can Cram Session. I can get my 4/4. I can get a Fractal Summoning as well. It's not going to be that much bigger than the 4/4 anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Guess I can make a 5/5 next turn. I have to tap out for that. I could also just get Intro to Prophecy. Actually kind of like that here. But is a 4/4 better? Or a 5/5? Let's just get Fractal Summoning. Not sure about that one. Now it's kind of hard for them to tap out for like a Monarch creature as well, because I can also just Edict that away. The Raven, okay. Battle Screech and Flashback Screech, and still have more Hawks. Jeez, that deck just rebuilds so fast. Boarding Party, well, that was good. What do I hit? A Tranquility? It's not cast it. That was really bad. Am I gonna die to like a rally plus flashback rally here? That would suck, honestly. Don't do it. Each one would get +4. Why do you have to do the BMGG? If I blocked here, I could have not attacked with Wolf to play around this. I would have gone to 2. Brutal. Maybe they actually meant GG, but I'm of the mind just don't GG like when you're right before you're about to win. It's just brutal. Good games, Dragon. Good games. Okay, that was a brutal end. If I just didn't attack with Wolf, I don't die to rally plus flashback rally. Oh man, that was a misplay by me too. I think I just played for a little bit too long. Anyway, I really like the deck. If you want to play Jund, I'd recommend just trying this Learn package. It's pretty sweet. Had a lot of fun in these 2 leagues. Thank you for watching. My channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. Check it out, subscribe, like this video. Thanks so much. Until next time. Peace.